anybody that may feel that, I was saying that they were personally going to be lied to or deceived. But remember that any time that we're lied to or deceived, it's a reflection of an internal illusion. I've been lied to and deceived 100 times, 100 folds over. But this is because I was naive and ignorant and, Pisces rising. Like, it took a long time for me to, see through people and see their bullshit. I would see the bullshit, but then I would see their good. And I would latch onto the good because I believe in a good world and I believe in good people and I believe in a good humanity. Like, yeah, right, kiddo, wake the heck up, because that might be true in a sense, and that's why I'm a healer, blah, 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 blah. But here's part of having to deal with 3D life lessons. And I'm glad I learned that, so now I can see through, I can still see the good in people, and I can still see the distortion. And I can now say, not dealing with that. You take care of yourself, you take care of your distortion. In my personal life, obviously in my professional life, this is exactly what I do. But in my personal life, no more. Like, I don't have to save anybody, I don't have to heal anybody, I don't, Pisces rising, Jupiter in Pisces in the 12th house, very intense healing stuff. But as a human being, I had to learn how I would deceive myself. And even I had this dream last night while I was traveling to this healing temple of a clan, like another tribe that came in for healing. Like, it's almost like, it's almost like interstellar tribes coming in at this stop station that's a healing temple because some of their people were down and needed assistance. So they come to the healing temple. We work on them. A lot of stuff was going on. And I was actually talking to them about Bridgie the bird. Bridgie the bird was in my dream. And he was singing, his little heart out. Like, you can maybe hear him now. I have like a very spiritual connection to this bird. And he was in that space as well. And I was educating and informing. Imagine that. This visiting tribe that came in for repair, teaching them about birds and how this bird is a healer and has a message for us and is very much part of God, and very intelligent and has a distinct purpose in our experience. And I remember like the two leaders of the tribe kind of looking at me and going like, what reality do you come from? Like, they didn't even believe in birds. Like, where they come from, they don't have birds. And I was kind of looking back at them like, well, where did you come from that you don't have birds and don't believe in birds and don't understand the spiritual nature of birds? It was so real, though. I was like taken back by it. And so anyway, in the Mayan calendar, I did find out that I am the self-declared blue eagle. That fits. So, the self-declared blue eagle. There's Bridgie the bird. So, then I woke up. It took me a while to like... Yeah, so here's the water trine. This is the magical, mystical, powerful, interdimensional, deep healing, resolve, purge, release, let go of everything and anything that has ever been part of your distortion of your power. And then the intensity comes in because now Mercury is getting prepared to oppose Pluto. It was I don't remember the dates. It was, I have them written down here somewhere. It was last whatever that Venus opposed Pluto. Remember that when we talked about that? Venus was opposing Pluto, and Venus opposed Pluto on June 5th and 6th. That's right, June 5th and 6th. Now it's going to be Mercury's turn to oppose Pluto and to oppose Black Moon Lilith. You know, really look at what's going on in the Cancerian part of your chart. This is where we're getting ready for an eclipse. Venus went there. Now Mercury's there. And then the sun will be there. Also, reel it in. You're going to feel like you have to reel it in. Mars is getting ready to retrograde in a week. So we're going to start it slowing down already significantly. You're going to feel that. Mars in Aquarius retrograding. You're going to feel the slow down. This is going to be significant. We're having our Mars retrograde. So we're not going to feel like we have the ammunition, the power, the self-determination to go out there in the world and make it happen. We're going to revise. We're going to slow down. We're going to re-encounter. We're going to reconsider. It's time to go back to the drawing board. It's time to go back, bring it in within yourself. And what I would say with this is, yeah, it might not be a time to go out into the world, but it's definitely a time to come inside, go into the third eye, Mars and Aquarius, and connect to the celestial bodies, connect to higher consciousness, connect to new visions. This is a time of receiving new vision. So that when Mars does go direct after the summer, you have your vision. And you can step out into the world electromagnetically shifted. Speaking of which, I will be out. I have the dates confirmed for my West Coast Mama Maga 2-day intensives.